Hello everyone. Website in System.GURU.Markets. Thank you so much for helping our project. All links can be found in the description of this video. Dear viewer, we ask you to like this video in advance. Your thumbs up is extremely important for the development of the channel Guru.Markets. Now we will compare the main fundamental indicators of the company AudioEye Inc., ticker AEYE. This review was generated using information as of September 11, 2024. According to classification Guru.Markets Corporation, AudioEye belongs to the subcategory Soft Internet. 43 companies take part in the assessment. This is very representative. Let's start with summary information about the company. A little further, we will consider each indicator in a little more detail. If necessary, you can pause the video. You can study each indicator of the company in question more carefully. Access to the table with the ticker structure is absolutely free and open. We kindly ask you to disseminate the analysis of the action on your social networks. Market capitalization of the company AudioEye Inc. valued at $0.24 billion. And the capitalization of the subcategory is $168 billion. AudioEye Inc. has a share of 0.141% and is one of the very small companies in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is estimated at $0 billion. With a balance sheet capitalization of the subcategory of $41 billion. AudioEye constitutes a share of 0.011%. Having compared the shares of market and book value, we see the following. Occupied share AudioEye Inc. in a subcategory when assessing market value is 0.141%. The book value is 0.011%. Which is 92% less than the share of market capitalization. Assessment of the company's share of the market and book value of the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. The company's debts amount to $0.007 billion. Debt to book capitalization equals equity. Score for the company's debt obligations. Bad, -1 point. The ratio of a company's stock market value to its profit is 0. While the average for the subcategory is 742.5, which is much worse than in the subcategory. Assessment of the company's stock price to profit ratios in comparison with companies in the subcategory. Very bad, -2 points. Profit for the last 12 months was -$3 million. Forward earnings for the next 12 months are unknown. This is extremely bad for the company. An assessment of projected future profit performance in comparison within the subcategory. Good, 1 point. The company's price-to-sales ratio is 7.4. The subcategory average of 4.9 is 51% higher than the subcategory average. Evaluation of the market value to revenue indicator in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, -0.5 points. Revenue for the last 12 months was $30 million. Forecasted revenue for the coming 12 months is unknown, which is very negative for the company's prospects. Assessment of expected future sales performance in comparison with the performance of subcategory companies. Bad, -1 point. If you're interested in this analytics, then in this case, I kindly ask you to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell. This is free for you. You will greatly help the development of the project Guru.Markets. Thank you for your subscription. The margin is -10.7%, with an average for the subcategory of 0.7%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 11.4%. Assessment of marginality in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, minus 0.5 points. The company's share in terms of the number of employees in the subcategory is 0.141%. This is 0% less than the market capitalization share. This fact reflects the imbalance in the company's market value AEYE, rather towards revaluation. The amount of market capital per company employee is equal to $2,086,000. Whereas for the subcategory it is $2,079,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the organization's indicators is 0.3%. Estimation of the amount of capital per employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. The amount of profit for each employee of the company is minus $29,800. With the average for the subcategory, $2,800. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 965%. Estimation of profit per individual employee in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, minus 0.5 points. The volume of revenue for each employee of the organization is $282,000. In the subcategory, $428,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 52%. Estimation of the share of revenue per employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, minus 0.5 points. Shares for sale correspond to 12.2%, with an average for the subcategory of 4.8%. This is a short squeeze risk indicator. Indicator RSI 14 shows a level of 44% for the company AudioEye Inc. Whereas in the subcategory this level is approximately 46%. On average, securities of the subcategory are valued the same as the company's shares AudioEye Inc. Comparing the dynamics of a company's share price AudioEye and subcategory shares. We see that over 12 months the company's shares AudioEye showed a change of 299.6%. Against price dynamics in the subcategory minus 12%. This definitely doesn't mean anything, but it is necessary to keep this fact in mind. The overall result is minus 6 out of 10 points. The average result for the subcategory is 0.7 points. If you look very broadly, within the entire stock market in aggregate, we see that the average result for the entire stock market as a whole is 0.3 points. Against the score of minus 6 points from AudioEye. Let's look at the order table, which is available to you. The link to it is in the pinned comment. The order table contains absolutely all publicly made decisions by the information and reference evaluation system Guru.Markets. Access to the order table is absolutely free, link in the pinned comment. As a result of the analysis of the company's shares AEYE, Guru.Markets. Open a deal for a reason AudioEye. This is the most overvalued company in the subcategory. It should be recalled that previously June 26, 2024, we published an order, company ticker ASAN. Stock valuation reference system Guru.Markets. The following decision was made on this order. Close the deal. The final return was 11.3%. Thank you all for watching this video and for using the information and reference system Guru.Markets. You are the best audience on the planet.